Hey you guys, so it's been a little bit since I've gone live. I apologize for that. It has been a crazy year, lots of amazing things going on. So I'll try to do better at sharing some of those things so you can benefit from them as well, whether it's in your classroom or on your campus. So what I'm going to ask you to do is share this video if you find it helpful, if you find it informational. It's going to be very simple and sweet and to the point. It's going to be pretty short, and what I'm going to share with you is not anything major, but it is very effective. And I watched this video one time, obvious to you but amazing to others. So this is something that seems obvious to me, but it might be something that you don't do and you haven't done, or it might be an amazing idea that you want to start incorporating in your classroom. So it's at this time of year where we've been in school for a few months now, depending on your calendar schedule. I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving break, but we're at that point where, you know, your kids should know your routines. Your kids should know your procedures. They should know your expectations. They should be more of that grade level that you're teaching. They're not like that previous grade level anymore. They're finally acting like those 6th graders or 5th graders or 2nd graders or 9th graders, whatever grade you teach, right? But I want to kind of share this with you because this is something I started doing the last few years in my math class, and I really feel like it helped my kids process their math skills and deepen their understanding. And so the first thing I want to share with you is I hardly ever answer their questions. Now, I know that sounds bogus, right? Because you're the teacher. But I'm telling you now, I truly feel like the best teachers are the ones who do not give the answers. They're the ones, and I don't mean like they take the lazy route, right? I'm saying you're going to guide them. You're going to lead them to the water, but you're not going to force them to drink it, okay? I'm talking about the teachers that are the facilitators, the ones that are in there doing the work and helping the kids and guiding them, but they're not going to actually give them the answer to their problem. You know, and or if you do give them the answer, you're saying the answer is 24. How do we get there? So you're kind of flipping it on them, right? So when kids would say, well, I don't know what to do, Miss Grim-Chapman, or I can't remember what the next step is. Well, I'll say, well, what did you do to get to where you are? Well, what do you think you should do next? You know, what do you remember? Like, I try to guide them. So I always answer a question with a question. If a kid asks me a question in my math class, I almost always ask them a question back because I want to put the thinking on them. I'm not going to be doing the thinking. I don't want to have to think and all that. I've already passed this grade level. I've already done this work. If I'm doing the thinking, you're not, therefore it's not helping you. So I would always put the question back to my kids. Now, if they, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, if they still struggled, of course, you have to help. Scaffolding is obviously going to be different depending on grade levels, depending on the concept, and also differentiation is going to be different. So there's times where you couldn't do anything but give them the answer, right? But for the most part, if somebody would say, I don't know what to do next, I would say, what do you think you should do next? Or, am I right? Well, how can you prove to me that you're right? Okay? So asking your kids questions back without telling them, yes, you're right, no, you're wrong. Ask them, how can you prove to me that you're right? Well, I don't know. Are you right? Okay, so that's just a little tidbit, but it's very effective, and it's going to take you and your kids very far this year if you start doing that. Answering questions with questions. Write that down, put it on your notepad, make a little sticky note, put it in your teacher files because I know it's Sunday and you're relaxing and you might not remember tomorrow, but I want you to kind of stick it somewhere so you can remember and use it in the future. So the next thing that I was going to share with you is I would talk to my kids a lot about, did they answer the question that was actually asked? So a lot of times I would say, if I ask you what your favorite color is and you tell me you like McDonald's, did you answer my question? If Miss Mingle says we get to wear, or I asked Miss Mingle, which is our principal, if I can wear a jean pass on Friday and she says my favorite color is blue, did she answer my question? And so kids would always laugh about that, but I would tell them that's how it looked when I would see their answer and they didn't answer the question. It was it made me laugh because I'm like, you didn't answer the question. This question had 2 or 3 parts to it, and you stopped at step 1, or you stopped at step 3 when you really had to go to step 5. So having that conversation with the kids and asking, did you actually answer the question that was asked? Getting them to read and process. I don't know about you, but in the state of Texas, the test is not about the STAR test or even just the life in general, certain jobs that our kids are going to have to be able to do now. It's not about just knowing right or wrong. It's about knowing all the possibilities. It's about knowing how to truly comprehend a question and making sure they answer that question the right way. So just asking kids, if I asked you, do you like recess, and you say you love pizza, did you answer my question? You know, letting them see that and seeing that it doesn't make sense, and then having them do that in the problem. So like if I'm asking you, you know, about a prime and you're giving me composites, did you even answer the question? Or if the question said that or not, did you actually answer that question? So making kids really think about their responses and their answers, and also answering their questions with a question are two simple things that you can do tomorrow in your classroom that are going to be super, super helpful. I would hope. I know that I felt like that was two things that I did that was very helpful in my day-to-day conversations with my kids, is asking them, did they answer the question? And when they did have questions, I always answered back in a question. Again, I hope you find this helpful. Share the video. It's very simple. It's very short to the point, straight to the point. And if you have any questions, drop them below. I'll be happy to answer them and help you out. Or just simply share this thought with your colleagues, so that way you all can be successful and grow together. I will do some more videos. I do have a list that I'm going to go through. I know a lot of people have already been doing some fractions and stuff, so we could talk about ways to teach that and some good ways of just making sure kids actually comprehend and understand and process what a fraction actually is, if you're struggling with that. I plan on sharing other little fun sayings that I do to help kids learn how to divide and multiply fractions and divide fractions and all that kind of stuff. Orders of operation, the list goes on. So I will be back. I'm hoping I'll be back sometime soon. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.